And the entertainment world is mourning the loss of acclaimed actor Robert Redford. He died in his Utah home at the age of 89. Redford played classic roles in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Natural, The Way We Were, The Great Gatsby, and much more. He would later become known for his activism and as the patriarch of the independent film movement, helping to establish the Sundance Film Institute and Festival. The Backstage Experience joins us now to take a look back at Redford's legacy. This week, we're doing things just slightly different here with our friend Dave Morales from the Backstage Experience. We are mourning the loss of a movie icon, Robert Redford. Dave, take it away.
Yeah, you know, the world lost a tremendous talent. You want people like these just to live forever because they are in so many ways part of growing up and discovering motion pictures, movies, pop culture, people like that. It hurts. I was introduced to Robert Redford, a movie called The Electric Horseman, when I was a kid. My mom just happened to be watching. It was already on TV. It was years after it came out. But I remember watching. I was like, who is this guy? Because Jane Fonda was in it. Willie Nelson was in it. Just glued. And then I discovered more of the amazing things that Robert Redford did, not just in the world of entertainment, but for the environment, other causes that were close to his heart. So we talked to him a couple of times. We put a medley of our interviews together. It's an honor to pay a tribute to the man that is Robert Redford. Take a look. Congratulations on this film. It's just beautiful. I mean, it's just remarkable. What drew you to this story?
It was two things. One, it was about friendship, and it had a deeper root because it was a comedy, but it wasn't just a comedy alone. It was a comedy with pathos, and the pathos had to do with the word friendship. Two guys who had palled around together, screwed up together, messed around, had fun together when they were young, just out of college, have a falling out, and then 30 years goes by, and then they come back together again. And that relationship is repaired by walking the trail. And all the adventures that come up on the trail, all the unexpected surprises that come up on the trail, is what keeps the thing, which gives it momentum. So basically, it's about the revival of a friendship that was broken, and I thought that was a wonderful theme.
Would you actually do the trail yourself, like in real life?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Why do you think we take journeys like this as people?
Well, we do it for several reasons. One, to prove ourselves, you know. It depends on what time in your life you do it. For example, if you do it when you're my age, then obviously you're trying to prove something to yourself. One, that you can do it, you can survive, and that you're not quitting, you're not stopping. It's like you're going to create a second act for yourself.
Your director, David Lowery, singing your praises about your performance in Pete's Dragon, and guess what? I completely agree.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Well, then what drew you to this project?
What drew me to it was a chance to return to my own childhood. And, you know, that's a time that we cherish when we're older, and we look back and we realize we're no longer there. And that's when we appreciate being a child. When you're a child, when you're little, you're not aware of anything other than being a child. So you're aware that you don't have any power, things are bigger than you are, and so forth. Once you leave childhood and you come into adulthood, you realize there was a wonderful time where there was magic in the air. And magic was a word that you could live on. But you take it for granted when you're a kid, you know, and all you're aware of as a kid is, I want to be older, I want to be an adult, I want to get out of this. Then you become an adult and say, God, I wish I was a kid again. So for me, it was a chance to kind of go back to my own childhood.
Why do you love acting so much?
What makes you think I love acting? This is torture.
Stop it. You're you're just a fantastic actor and a big fan of your work.
Well, thank you.
But what drew you to acting?
I think the chance to self-express. I think up to the point I became an actor, I was intending to be an artist, where it was going to be what my hand did on a canvas. And whatever was inside of me would be produced in a painting. And what I realized is that performing allowed me to be totally expressive, all of me. And I wasn't prepared for that. And I found out that I liked that feeling.
Dave, what would you say is one of your favorite Robert Redford movies?
Well, I'll tell you, it was The Electric Horseman, which is an obscure movie that came out long time ago. But my mom, I'll tell you the whole story. We had just got cable TV, and I was fascinated by the fact that we could get so many channels. Never had it before. And so I was just enthralled by it. And I remember my mom watching a movie called The Electric Horseman. It was Willie Nelson, Jane Fonda, and Robert Redford, and years after it came out. But I remember just fascinated by the fact that we could get movies like this on our TV set at home. I know people are going, "What?" But yeah, now that you watch it on your phone. But that was a movie that stood out. He was a rodeo champion in that movie. Go find it; it's a lot of fun. But that one, and then of course I watched the big ones that came out afterwards, and he just a nice man. I was nervous when I interviewed him. If he had a balloon above my head in those interviews, it would have said, "My goodness, look at that's Robert Redford." Because honestly, I don't even know if I listened to a word he said. I was just fixed on him, going, "Wow, what a legend!" But truly, we thank him for the gifts that he left to the world, and I'm glad that we're able to honor Robert Redford today.
For more on the latest movie news, be sure to catch the Backstage Experience Sunday nights right here on KCWX.